So first I just wanted to say you are not dumb. You are definitely not dumb. Sometimes these products don't work as designed. Sometimes they're not as intuitive as they should be. Sometimes there's a little bit of a learning curve. I don't know which is the case here, but I suspect it probably just isn't working as designed. I do have a watering system like that, but it's definitely not my preference. This is similar to the ones you're showing. I use that in situations where I need a secondary source, like if I'm quarantining a chicken, or in the summertime, I will put it in their coop when it gets over 100 degrees for a couple of days in a row. I don't put any water in the coop during the winter. It just increases the humidity level in there, which can cause some frost on combs. And that's not my preference for a watering system for the chickens. For one thing, it just requires too much intervention from me. It needs to be refilled often. It needs to be cleaned out often because they kick a lot more dirt in there, and I just don't think that that's sustainable for me, for my lifestyle. I would like to be able to go away for the weekend and not have someone come by and tend to the chickens. I had a family emergency recently and I had to go away for 11 days. I had 2 hours notice. And so this just isn't my preference for a watering system for the chickens. I just don't think it's something that is a long-term solution. I look at watering systems like that as something to use in case of an emergency. These are supposed to be filled. Once they are filled, you place the lid on top, and I like this one in particular because the lid screws on. It's nice and secure. Then when I flip it over, what's supposed to happen is the water comes out, begins to fill the well in the bottom. When it reaches the level of the water, it stops filling and no water leaks out. That's how it's supposed to work. So I have this pond, I call it a pond, for the chickens. It is a wine barrel insert, so it's intended to go inside of a wine barrel to be a decorative pond in someone's yard. So it's a little bit higher off the ground than those chicken feeders that sit on the ground. And I put it inside of this box, which I filled with rock, so that they would do less scratching around in that area and kicking things in. So it stays pretty clean and it provides a lot of water. I don't need to worry about refilling it every day. I try to keep it clean, but it doesn't have to be refilled every day. I refill it more often in the summer as more water evaporates off, and I clean it out more in the summer because it will grow algae quicker. But in the winter, it's pretty self-sufficient for about a week.